fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it no. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
And
ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Parkview Sport One Ice House for Game 1 of week number 12 here in Fort Wayne High School hockey, meaning the season is winding down. We will have 3 more events the following 2 Wednesday nights. So let me bring up some dates for you. So we will have a February 4th matchup. Then, of course, one more Wednesday night of high school hockey. So it'll be Wednesday, February 4th, and Saturday, February 7th. And then our makeup games for our week of January 7th will be played that Sunday, February 8th. No need to be concerned. Those games are at 10 a.m. and 1:30 p.m., so it shouldn't compromise your ability to watch the Super Bowl on Super Bowl Sunday. Game number 1 here of week number 12, featuring the number 2 and 3 seed here at the Ice House, the Leo Lions with 5 wins, 4 losses, and the Carroll Chargers with 6 wins and 4 losses. Carroll has 2 overtime wins, and Leo has 1. The Leo Lions with 2 overtime losses, and the Carroll Chargers with just 1. So if Leo wins this one, they are tied in wins with the Carroll Chargers. Carroll, as we know, coming off a pretty tough loss to the Homestead Spartans last week. The Leo Lions, on the other hand, were victorious over the Fort Wayne Vipers. So a little bit of momentum for them. We're going to get a look, see if they got any of their personnel back. So far, cannot be confirmed. I know Crawford's been out. Haven't seen Mensa for a couple of weeks. And of course, Colton Calhoun has been absent from the lineout, but I can see Colton Calhoun out there now. And Crawford's on the ice as well. It looks like we have a pretty full-strength Leo Lions suiting up for this one. So coming into this game, Luke Van Antwerp and Aiden Stanley getting the nod for their respective teams in between the pipes. Head-to-head, Carroll has been victorious 2 out of the 3 times these 2 teams played. The Leo Lions victorious back on November 5th. Last time they played was November 26th. Colton Calhoun, leading goal scorer for the Leo Lions. He's back in the lineup tonight. That should be exciting to watch him. And, of course, Taylor Pedersen, a leading goal scorer for the Carroll Chargers, suited up and ready to go. In the assist category, we have Caden White for the Leo Lions and Camden Blavelt for the Carroll Chargers. Overall points, Colton Calhoun and Camden Blavelt lead their teams. In the penalty minute category, Colton Calhoun and Anthony Baldwin sit atop those lists. So while we've got a minute before we get started here at the Ice House, just want to thank a couple of our sponsors. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They'll help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process. From bid to build, visit OttenwellerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area. From ages 5 to 18, jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. Jolly Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense, helping defend the accused from the government. Whether you're facing an OWI or other criminal accusation, Jolie Law Firm is the answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. TJWindustrial.com. Specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit TJWindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with laborers, district, council, and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA. Earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge Training Program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. And finally, today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And with that, we are just about ready for action here at the Ice House. 15 minutes on the clock to start us up in a big game that could be a deciding factor over who takes the number 2 place in this Fort Wayne High School Hockey League after this week. And off the opening face-off, it's dumped into the Chargers' defensive end, or the Lions' defensive end. I was fumbling through some papers there. Pass doesn't quite connect, intended for White. He'll move that one back. The Leo Lions are going to regroup in their own zone, and another pass goes astray, but able to pick it up and get it into the offensive zone was White. Kept in at the blue line by Reith. They'll rim this one around. Carteau is going to pick it up. He's the first one to it. Farrell's all over him, and Baldwin's there to help him out. Can't quite get it out, though. Riley Murphy with a shot from the blue line into the glove of Luke Van Antwerp. So, defensive zone face-off for the Carroll Chargers here early in the period. And off that face-off, Carroll's going to win it after some battle at the dot. Baldwin moves that around the net. And breaking that up was Harry Fiedler. Now Crawford tries to get that one out front off the side of the net. It went, and headed the other way is Pedersen. He'll move that up to Lalonde. Lalonde trying to get by his man. Body contact at the red line sends things the other way. And the Leo Lions looking to get the forecheck going in the offensive zone. Fiedler's got it down below the goal line. Pedersen tries to knock him off the puck, can't make him budge. And now a shot from Haynes a long way out. That one gets deflected wide into the corner. Players tied up and finally squirts out. Patty Lalonde with it now. Tries to saucer that one over Fiedler. Fiedler got a piece of it and broke that up. So Haynes is going to start from his own end on the regroup. Crawford was looking for a change there. Found himself back in the play. All tied up by that Leo Lions bench. Crawford gets his change now. Ramsey through neutral ice. Gets this one into the attacking zone for the Carroll Chargers. He'll go after this one himself as the rest of his line changes. Reversed behind the net. Gets it to Baldwin. Baldwin goes for the cycle that can't quite connect with Pedersen, and it's turned over. Found its way out of the Lions' offensive zone. Carroll looking for a quick regroup. Carteau to Blavitt. Blavitt will dump that one far corner, and it's almost easily picked up by Stryker. Not able to clear. Carteau throws this one back down low. And Carteau with an opportunity from the blue line. His shot can't get through too much traffic out front. Kornman picks it up and is unable to clear off that one. Blavitt throws it on net, blockered and sticked into the corner by Aiden Stanley. Carroll with some offensive zone time. Now in the shot, tipped and finds its way into the back of the net off the stick originally of McDonald. And tipped down out front, leading the celebration is Lucas Blavolt. So we'll take another look here as the Carroll Chargers establish a first period 1-goal lead. Shot from the blue line, good traffic out front, and Blavolt gets a stick on it and knocks it down. Gets it by Aiden Stanley. Now McDonald from the blue line again. This time it gets broken up, and taking it the other way is Crawford. Jackson Crawford in the offensive zone. Can't find a lane to the net, but picks the puck up behind. Now Gibson rims this one around. Harder can't be the first one to it, so Fisher throws it back in. Gibson picks it up in the slot in front of his own goalie, and Carroll's able to clear. Harder takes that one off the skates and turns it over. Now McDonald looking to head the other way. He'll throw that one into the attacking zone and head for a change as the Chargers look to keep this momentum going after that first goal. And a shot. Stick save off the stick of DeWitt. And a quick transition for the Chargers back in the offensive zone on the stick of Platt. He takes this one behind the net. Tried to center it, but there was nowhere to go. Good defense on the part of the Leo Lions. Colton Calhoun moves that one to Riley Murphy behind the net. Murphy's going to rim it all the way around. Gets it to DeWitt. DeWitt takes a hit, and the puck squirts up to Baldwin, whose shot gets blocked. This one will go for an icing against the Leo Lions. See, they had to correct their call over the intercom. I had McDonald as the assist the whole time. Rimmed around off the face-off, and White can get a stick on it, but that's about it. Platt's going to pick it up, throw it back into the attacking zone. And the Leo Lions looking for a regroup here on the stick of Riley Murphy. He'll go D-to-D with it. A little bit awkward there at neutral ice. Riley Murphy picked it up, and he's got speed coming into the zone. He's driving wide. His shot goes up and over the net. Farrell's able to keep that one in where Murphy is still down low. The toe drag trying to get himself in the slot, and Crawford's there to try to pick up the pieces, but it winds up behind the net. And with possession again in the attacking zone, Riley Murphy takes a hit from Platt and gets knocked off the puck. Puck in a dangerous territory now. Franks picks it up and takes it out of harm's way. And Carroll finally gets the clear they needed, but can't connect with the centering pass at neutral ice, so it's going to be a quick transition, and the puck's dumped in on net by Riley Murphy. Him and several other Leo Lions headed for a change now. Excellent forecheck there by Haley to allow his team to complete that change. And this will go for an ice this time against the Carroll Chargers. They're still allowed to complete the change they were in the process of making. Those are the rules here at Fort Wayne High School hockey. You can change on an ice. So the faceoff's going to be blocker side of Luke Van Antwerp. Crawford and Pedersen step up to the dot. And off that draw, they're all tied up, and Leo's got it in their offensive zone. Not quite Lalonde, able to strip that one and head through the neutral zone, but he's broken up by Stryker. Delayed offsides and touched, so we'll get a whistle. Stoppage of play. Faceoff's going to go center ice by the looks of things. Taylor Pedersen wins that one clean off the draw. Ramsey chips that one up and out. Unable to keep that one down was Haynes. Now Jonah Haynes able to throw it out of the zone. I'm pretty sure Carroll got a touch on that, so icing gets waved off. Didn't make it all the way down anyways. Carteau picks it up. He gets hacked down. No penalty arm goes up. Play continues. Kornman trying to center that one, hit a loose stick, and an opportunity is forged. Carter Davis picks up the trash out front and ties this game at 1 here. And I'm playing the first goal again. That's my mistake, my apology. We'll even have time to play it. I want to take another look because that puck hit off a stick out front and kind of ruined everybody's defensive position and just wound up sitting there for Carter Davis to pick that one up and throw it in. Calling it unassisted because it did hit that stray stick right before it found its way to the slot where Carter Davis picked it up. Leo back in their defensive zone. This team's kind of split in momentum so far in this one and splitting goals, one aside so far. Dumped in off the net. Anthony Baldwin picks it up, but he gets knocked off it by DeWitt. Baldwin still trying to stay with it even as he's on the ice. He'll move that one with his glove. McDonald up to Blavel. Blavel can't hang on with it. Now Roth with a shot. Good pad save by Luke Van Antwerp. Lucas Blavel with a strange chip off the glass, hit one of the dividers there and shot right back into the middle. Now we've got a 2-on-1. Pedersen moves that one over to Baldwin. Baldwin shot, scores! And the scoring continues early in this one. So it starts out here kind of a lucky, well, it turned into a lucky bounce. At first it was unlucky, shooting back through the middle like that, but caught the Leo Lions off guard and off to the races. We got Jacob Pedersen feeding that one over to Anthony Baldwin, and Baldwin putting it home for goal number 2 on the Carroll Chargers side of the scoreboard. As it was Overbay, the goal scorer on that one. My apologies. So Overbay from Pedersen for goal number 2 on the Carroll Chargers side of the scoreboard. And the Chargers have possession of it again in the offensive zone. Fanning on that one was and White able to clear. Finds Fiedler at open ice, or Farrell at open ice. His shot goes wide. I am losing it today. I am saying everything wrong. And Gibson rims this one around, trying to get it to Von Pachong. But Haynes is there at the blue line to keep it in, get it back down to Liam Farrell. Kicks out, and the Chargers pick it up, trying to get this one through out of harm's way. And Riley Murphy, a dangerous man to have the puck that close to your goaltender. And Von Pachong takes this one and gets it the heck out of Dodge, accepts that ice as things were falling apart for the Carroll Chargers in their defensive end just now. So they'll manage to get a line change, fresh personnel, kind of hope to reset after whatever that was that we just saw for the Carroll Chargers. Sherrick and Crawford step into the face-off. Glove side of Luke Van Antwerp. Crawford wins that one. Fiedler in the slot, can't get it through. Ramsey out front. And Franks is able to get that one up and out of the defensive zone. Now it's Anthony Baldwin trying to get a hold of that one. He's unable to do so. So it'll be Jonah Haynes dumps this one into the attacking zone for the Leo Lions, and they'll go to work trying to set up the forecheck now. Tie up in the corner. Jonah Haynes from the blue line. His shot gets tipped out front. Almost a good tip by Fiedler, but he chipped it a little bit wide. Kept in again by Haynes at the blue line. Picked up by Ramsey. He's trying to get it to Baldwin. Doesn't connect. And now Crawford barreling down the wall. Takes a hit from Shurik and gets knocked off the puck. Fiedler with a shot from an odd angle gets blockered away. Ramsey with another shot block out front, and Mikey Baldwin tries to get the clear all the way down, but it's stopped by Nolan Fisher, who throws it right back in the attacking zone for the Leo Lions. Fisher again throws this one deep. On the forecheck, here comes Carter Davis, but Ramsey got the heck out of the way before he could get there. Moved that one to Taylor Pedersen. Pedersen gets the line, but can't get this dumped in. Needs a little bit of help and finds it from the stick of Ryder Potts, who was trailing just behind him. Now Carroll with an opportunity to set up a good forecheck. Lalonde takes that one out of the corner, tries to center, and Fisher's there in the slot, and he'll get the clear. McDonald picks it up at neutral ice and looks to regroup. Finds Lalonde. Lalonde can't hang on to it, so it's thrown right back in. And now a penalty, or an icing, I'm sorry. I thought maybe that was a penalty with that hit on Carter Davis. But it did look rather clean, didn't it? So the Carroll Chargers with an offensive zone faceoff, trying to reestablish the momentum they gained after that second goal. They've been kind of hemmed in their zone for a few minutes. And off the draw, we're tied up in the corner. Kicks up to Fiedler. Fiedler can't get it out. Shot from Pedersen from the point. Now Lalonde picks it up in the corner. He takes a big hit, but manages to center it, and an opportunity in the slot for the Carroll Chargers is mitigated by Aiden Stanley. The Chargers with another offensive face-off opportunity. Pedersen steps in for them. Puck chipped up off the draw, off the referee, and Leo's got it in their defensive end, trying to get a quick breakout. Picked up behind the net by Lalonde. He'll get a shot off. This one goes wide. Lalonde still working the forecheck now. It's back behind the net with Reith. Reith can't get it out, and it's in a dangerous territory. Lalonde got a whack at it, but Stanley stayed with it. Centering pass. Connects, but no opportunity to shoot, so Riley Murphy will head the other way. He's got one more man to beat, and Carteau was able to get there and stop any opportunity Murphy would have had. Murphy with the delayed offsides. McDonald has some time to set this up on the breakout. He elects to skate this one himself. Chips it into the offensive zone, and now the Leo Lions looking for the fast transition. Murphy from behind his own net. He'll reverse this one, get it back to Reith. Pass didn't connect. Crawford on the forecheck. And a quick transition goes successfully. Gets the puck out to Blauvelt. Blauvelt dumps it in the attacking zone for the Chargers. The Chargers now have established presence in the offensive zone. Blauvelt with a hit there in the corner. And Haynes able to get that one out. Jackson Crawford really trying to get a hold of that one, but unable to do so. So it's headed back the other way towards the Leo Lions defensive zone again. Now Jonah Haynes looks across the ice. Found Miles DeWitt, who managed to throw that one far corner. Leo Lions using that opportunity to get a few fresh legs on the ice. Striker, one of those fresh legs, who just got the keep at the blue line. Now Haynes with a keep at the other side of the blue line. And all sorts of players coming together there. Lucas Blauvelt, he's got to pick his stick up. He'll do that now. But Colton Calhoun steps off the wall and into the middle. Looking to get around Mikey Baldwin, unable to do that. A good stick on his part. Now we're tied up on the far side. Opportunity for White. He'll move that one to Colton Calhoun. Colton Calhoun got a backhand off, but not a lot on it, and White is down, slow to get up. Whistle is blown as the net comes off its moorings. White looks a little bit shaken up after that contact there in the slot of his offensive zone. White manages to make it to the bench. He looks like he might need to see a trainer. Face-off, though, is going to be just outside Carroll Chargers' defensive end. Lincid Gibson steps into the draw for the Carroll Chargers. He'll take this one against Liam Farrell. Oh, I spoke too soon. He's going to take this one against Taylon Haley. The Chargers win it back. McDonald goes off the boards with a nice deflection, gets to Vongpachong. And this one finds its way off the stick of Asher Till into the Leo Lions bench, so we'll get a whistle and a stoppage of play on that account. This one's going to be dropped in the Leo Lions defensive end. Blocker side of Aiden Stanley. Same culprits at the face-off. This time Taylon Haley's able to win it back clean. And the Lions are able to clear the zone just barely off that effort. Now Haley enters the offensive zone. He's got Fiedler trailing, but he takes it behind the net and gets bumped off the puck. Farrell was there to help out. Farrell still trying to stay with it, moves it over, and gets it back down low. Haley working it from down below the goal line in the attacking zone. Shakes off McDonald and spins away. Finally, McDonald catches him on his second or third juke attempt. Rimmed around harder from the hash marks. Sends it back down to Ramsey. Ramsey's in trouble, though. He can get this out, actually, and no icing is the ruler. From this final minute of play here in the first period of action, and quite an eventful one it's been. We'll see if anybody can't get one more on the board before the time expires, and a big hit at the blue line. Looks like it was Anthony Baldwin absolutely laying body in the final minute of the first period. That'll set the tone for the rest of the game. Franks from his own hash marks can't get it through Davis, but does get the puck back. Finds McDonald at those same hash marks. McDonald tries to jump around Davis, unable to do so. Now everybody's tied up at the blue line. Roth came away with it. And now we will have, a little bit of smacking the sticks around there. Looked like the referee might have caught a stray. So penalty against the Carroll Chargers here. I think it was that hit right there. Maybe not, maybe a slash behind the play. But things certainly getting heated out there as we near the end of the first period of action. And we'll see our first power play. It's going to be for the Leo Lions as Anthony Baldwin will sit for 2 minutes. Tie up off the face-off, and now Leo's got it. A shot from Riley Murphy, blockered up into the netting. Baldwin guilty of a rough. Puck drop, final 2 seconds of the first period. Shot off the stick of Murphy, doesn't get through the traffic out front, and that'll do it for one period of action here at the Ice House. After one, we've got a score of 2-1 in favor of the Carroll Chargers, but they are killing a penalty for the first minute and 50 seconds of the second period here. As we look to get started, we'll take a look back at the goals that were. So early on, we'll see the shot from Luke McDonald. Peyton McDonald, and Lucas Blavelt gets the tip out front. That got Carroll up on the board pretty early in this one, just 3 minutes into the game. But that lead wouldn't last long, as we'll see Carter Davis pick up a loose puck in the slot and rip it by Luke Van Antwerp to get this one all tied up. And then to round out our first period scoring, played the same one twice. To round out our first period scoring, we'll see a 2-on-1 opportunity here for Jacob Pedersen. And Overbay gets the feed and finishes that one, giving Carroll Chargers the 2-1 lead. As we enter the second, they are still killing. We've got 1:45 seconds on the Baldwin penalty. And Leo's got it in the attacking zone. Up top with Fiedler. Moves it over to Riley Murphy, who gets a shot off. A little bit of chaos in front might ensue. And Chargers able to clear before any harm is done. First one back is Harry Fiedler. Sets this one up behind his own net. Moves it over to Liam Farrell, who heads diagonally across the neutral zone. Now Jonah Haynes picks this up. He's going to have to backtrack a little bit and regroup. Patty Lalonde all over him, though. Finally into the attacking zone, the Leo Lions with just a minute left on their advantage. Farrell with it up top. Moves it down to the hash marks, finds Riley Murphy. Calhoun puts it back up to Fiedler. Fiedler with the shot deflected wide. Opportunity in the slot for Liam Farrell. Got the shot off, but found the chest of Luke Van Antwerp. So just 46 seconds left on this power play opportunity for the Leo Lions, their first of the evening. They are down a goal. They would love to get one here. Crawford with the shot off the post. Crawford looking for that rebound, unable to get it. Mikey Baldwin instead gets it and backhands it up and over traffic all the way down. Stanley's going to play it into the corner for Haley. Haley's got Pedersen all over him, but he has help from Davis, so Davis will take this one out of the defensive zone. Looks up ice, finds Reith at the far blue. Reith walking across the inside of that blue, moves it. And across again, Haley looking for a lane. He's got to get away from Pedersen. And he finds some space down the wall on the far side. Centering pass doesn't connect, can't get it through all the traffic there. And now as the penalty expires, kept in by Kornman let it go. That was my blind side. Now Crawford picks it up inside his defensive zone. Throws it off the boards, and Baldwin picks it up, throws it deeper into the offensive zone for the Carroll Chargers. Crawford now looking for something the other way, and he does manage to get it clear off the stick of a Charger, I believe. And so it'll be Mikey Baldwin picks this one up. Makes the breakout pass a little bit unconventionally. Opportunity for Franks. Franks gets it back into the crease, but Baldwin's all tied up, doesn't have a stick on the ice. And the Leo Lions with a quick transition. Colton Calhoun headed the other way, can't get around his defender. So Kornman scoops it up, and he'll try to throw this one into the attacking zone. He is not guilty of an ice. There's a broken stick down there in the corner, just hit off the skate of a player. Baldwin gets hit, but the play continues as Franks was trying to drive to the net. DeWitt wasn't letting him through. Now Shurik and DeWitt come together in the corner. Calhoun rims it around, finds Biddle. Biddle takes a hit, but makes the play. And he'll turn it over shortly after that. So now Jonah Haynes will look to start this breakout for the Leo Lions. Biddle again from the hash marks. He goes off the wall, finds Calhoun. Calhoun finally clears the blue line at least, but turns it over shortly after that. And Stryker gets a stick on this one and throws it for an ice. Probably not the worst play in that situation, as the Leo Lions were struggling to clear their defensive zone for quite a while there. So Carroll's going to take this face-off in the offensive zone, blocker side of Aiden Stanley. Jacob Pedersen and Jackson Crawford on the dot. Crawford's going to win that one back and put rims it around, trying to get it to DeWitt. DeWitt can't get a stick on it, so it's kept into the offensive zone for the Carroll Chargers. They're looking to set up on the attack. Crawford with a hold of it. Still can't get it out, though. DeWitt picks it up on the half wall. He looks to cross ice past, find Ty Biddle. Missed Biddle, almost found Crawford instead. Now it's Overbay. Makes the offensive zone entry. He'll pick this one up in the corner. But he gets bumped off it by Crawford. And now DeWitt with an opportunity to clear. Another good keep at the blue line by Pedersen. And he chips this one far corner where Put and Blauvelt come together. Now an opportunity for Biddle. He's on the move through the neutral zone. He's going to have to dump this one. He needs a change, and he'll get that now. Found its way on net, and Van Antwerp decided to cover that one up. So now the Leo Lions will have an offensive zone face-off. As we near the 10-minute mark of the second period of action, Carroll Chargers still holding strong on their one-goal lead that came in the first. Off the face-off, the Lions have it in the offensive zone. Another one off the boards and kind of kicked out front. Luke Van Antwerp not messing around with those. He's covering up whatever he can. So we'll reset, try that face-off again. And once again, the Lions have it in the offensive zone. Riley Murphy up top. His shot hits off a couple sets of shins, never finds its way to the net. Shot from Fiedler finds its way directly to the net in the glove of Luke Van Antwerp. So we'll see. The Leo Lions are going to make some changes, so it won't be the exact same face-off situation that we've seen twice already. This time we'll see Colton Calhoun step in to take the draw against Pedersen, and Calhoun wins it again for the Leo Lions. Murphy looks D to D, finds Reith far side. Reith can't control it, so he's forced to exit the zone and regroup. Goes back across to Murphy. Murphy finds Farrell. Farrell takes a hit as he dumps this one into the attacking zone for the Lions. Offensive opportunity for Farrell. He cuts in at the backhand. Great save by Luke Van Antwerp. And Farrell gets a hold of it and keeps that one in. Now Colton Calhoun, a similar route. His backhand goes wide of the net. Calhoun takes a hit in the corner but stays with it. Now a lot of players tied up. Murphy comes in, tries to emerge with the puck, but he gets bumped off of it. So it'll be Jackson Platt with possession of it. He moves it to the hash marks, but can't get a stick of a Carroll Charger on it. So it's kept in again at the blue line. And players continue to battle along the hash marks there. Kept in again at the blue line. Reith throws that one out front. It's just bouncing around for now. And now the Carroll Chargers forced to take an ice as they were hemmed in their zone for an extensive period of time. This game just going back and forth in more ways than one. Face-off blocker side of Luke Van Antwerp. We'll see Jackson Crawford step in for the Leo Lions this time. It looks like maybe Overbay or Pedersen, actually. Taylor Pedersen was on the other side of that draw. Leo emerged with the puck, of course. And they're going to work down low right now. The pass out to the slot. Broken up, and now the Carroll Chargers managed to clear the defensive zone, and they are on the attack. Potts and Haynes come together. Lalonde there to help out, and so is Crawford. Lalonde comes away with it. Looks out front, doesn't connect, but McDonald picks it up at the point, patiently waits, and is forced to throw that puck into the far corner. Now it's cleared. Referee's arm went up for icing, but I don't think it's going to get there. McDonald gets to it first. Stopped behind his own net. Looking for a quick transition, gets it to Potts. Potts goes off the glass, but ultimately his team doesn't get that puck back. Now an opportunity for Lalonde. Puck skips over his stick and he fans on it. He gets rode off into the boards by Jonah Haynes. Now Pedersen there to help him out. He'll spin back behind the net in the attacking zone. Cycle this one back for Potts. Potts takes a hit again from Haynes, but Lalonde's there to help him out. Lalonde centers for Pedersen. Pedersen can't get enough on it, and Potts picks it up. He's behind the net again. Gets hit once again by Haynes. This time Potts stays with it. Cycles it back down for Lalonde. Lalonde out in front for Pedersen, and Taylor Pedersen buries the biscuits for goal number 3 on the Carroll Chargers side of the scoreboard. And what a forecheck that was they had going. A couple cycles. And we'll take a look. That line was buzzing for the Carroll Chargers. We'll try to watch as much of this as we can. And here we go. They were working this one down below the goal line the whole time, and finally, once they'd have everybody sucked down, they're going to center it for Pedersen in the slot, and Pedersen with a primetime opportunity and doesn't waste it, extending the Carroll Chargers lead to 2. So Lalonde and Potts picking up the assists on Pedersen's goal, Carroll's 3rd of the evening, and they looked dangerous out there. Would not want to be playing defense against those 3 right now if they're going to play like that tonight. Make it very hard to defend the front of the net. Offsides is the call as Franks skates that one in. He's forced to give it up. Past the halfway point of this one, of regulation time in this one now, I should say. And boy, it has been entertaining so far. Face-off just outside the Lions' defensive end. One back by Colton Calhoun. Riley Murphy looks up ice. He'll go across to Reith. Reith to White. White in a little bit of trouble. Takes that one into the slot. Throws it far corner. Out of harm's way for now. Now Baldwin trying to get a stick on it for Carroll and start something on the forecheck. The rim around is going to be picked up by Shurik, and the Carroll Chargers with another opportunity. Franks stick that one out front, but couldn't quite get it on net. Now Riley Murphy elects to just skate this one himself, gets it out of the zone, but not much further than that. Baldwin sets up Franks for an opportunity in the slot. Franks can't get it over the pad of Aiden Stanley. Now with the delayed offsides, the Leo Lions have an extra second to get this breakout, and they might have just given that away. Reith spins off the pressure and finds some open ice in the middle. He's off to the races now, but he gets taken down as he's trying to exit his zone. Penalty arm goes up. The Leo Lions are going to have their second power play opportunity of this game, but first they're going to work it as Stanley heads to the bench. Caden White moves this one across to Liam Farrell. Farrell fans on it, knocks his man off of him, and Jonah Haynes has it down below the goal line in the attacking zone, but the Chargers finally get a touch on this one, so we will get a whistle as the penalty against the Carroll Chargers is recognized. It's going to be Lucas Blavolt. And the call came right as, I believe it was Haynes, was trying to exit his defensive zone and move around Blavolt, and Blavolt maybe got a leg out there or tripped him up in one way or another. Nevertheless, we got a 2-minute power play for the Leo Lions. Harry Fiedler moves that one across, and it was a slash was the ultimate call. Jackson Crawford gives up the zone, but maintains possession. He's headed back there now. Now it's turned over and thrown all the way down to the Lions' defensive end. Pedersen right on this one, aggressive on the forecheck. Jackson Crawford gets rid of him and looks up ice to make a pass. Doesn't connect with any teammates, so this one is thrown right back to where it was. Now it's Kornman giving himself a go at it. Moves it to Haley. Haley looks to go across the middle. There's no lane there. Pedersen had a stick on it. He gets bumped off it. So the Lions able to start a regroup, but they turn it over again right quick, and it's cleared all the way down to just a minute, 10 seconds on the advantage for the Leo Lions, and Harry Fiedler starting back behind his own net again. His pass doesn't connect and results in the puck being thrown right back to him behind his own net. Now the Lions really trying to take their time and get this set up. All wheels are turning. And Carter Davis trying to move that one to Crawford, but it gets sticked up into the Chargers bench for a stoppage of play. So far, Leo Lions struggling on this power play breakout. They're 0 for 1 so far, and this power play doesn't look like we're going to have a different result as of yet. Calhoun gets tossed from the face-off dot. Riley Murphy will step in to take this one. And Potts able to win it back. They are on the penalty kill, but now have possession in the attacking zone. The Carroll Chargers. Potts almost got a stick on that one. And Pedersen just working this thing down low. Gets it back up top. McDonald with the shot. Farrell bodies it down, but McDonald gets it right back. Throws it far corner. Now Riley Murphy picks it up. He's going to drop this one back to Colton Calhoun. Calhoun drops it back to Murphy. Not really making much progress up ice doing that. Now they are. Colton Calhoun makes the zone entry. Toe drag, can't quite get around, and the stick throws it away, and it is cleared again. Just 5 seconds left on the advantage, and the puck is down behind Leo Lions' own goal line. Murphy goes for the stretch pass. Opportunity here with the shot. It goes high and wide, rims around the glass, and results in an easy breakout for the Carroll Chargers. They're heading the other way. Vongpachong trying to sneak by Riley Murphy. Can't quite do it, but the puck does get deep. Now Liam Farrell picks it up at his own hash marks. Vongpachong comes and gives him a little shoulder. And Fisher able to clear. Gibson kind of caught an edge there at center ice, so he was slowed up. Now Mikey Baldwin makes the offensive zone entry. His shot was a good stop by Stanley as Riley Murphy was putting the body on him. Another shot from a long way out. Finds a lot of traffic out front, and now Talon Haley moves that one across to Kornman. Kornman looking for some time and space. Is he going to find it here? It looks like he did. Backhand opportunity, blockered away off the rebound. The Leo Lions pick it up again. Murphy gets that one up top to Fisher. Nolan Fisher with the shot. It's deflected. And the Lions still have possession in the offensive zone. Now it's turned over just briefly. Jackson Crawford all over it on the forecheck. Murphy able to keep that one in off the clear attempt, and his shot goes high and off the glass. Fisher tries to throw that one back on net, but hits a set of shins. Murphy with another keep at the blue line. Riley Murphy makes his way towards the net. Some slick stick handling. Unable to get a shot off, though, and now it's finally cleared. Icing is the call. Now it's going to be no ice as Gibson gets all the way up to it. Kills enough time for his team to complete a change. Throws it behind the net where Potts is going to be able to pick it up. Potts, Lalonde, and Pedersen back out there again. Those three have the ability to put you through the spin cycle if they're able to get into the attacking zone and establish positioning. That time they were not, but we'll see if Platt can help them on this breakout. And it looks like Potts is going to get this one deep. Asher Till rims it around, gets it to Roth. Roth gets stripped, and Reith picks it up out front of his own net, takes it behind, moves it to Fiedler. Fiedler off the boards as he takes a hit, finds Davis. Davis gets stripped by Patty Lalonde. Patty Lalonde back in the offensive zone for the Carroll Chargers. His shot into the glove of, in and out of the glove of Aiden Stanley. Lalonde a little bit disappointed that the whistle was blown so abruptly. But the Chargers will get an offensive zone face-off off that shake. Face-off glove side of Aiden Stanley. Taylor Pedersen going to step in to take it against Colton Calhoun. Whistle blown right off the drop. And Pedersen is getting tossed from the draw. Stepping in to take his place Patty Lalonde. Colton Calhoun wins that one back, but Pedersen's all over it. Colton Calhoun picks it up himself, and he'll look to get this one out of the defensive end, and he does. He finds Harry Fiedler. Fiedler's got Calhoun. Calhoun's shot, rebound, opportunity for Harry Fiedler, and he puts that one home. And correction, that was actually Dane Roth. I think Fiedler picked up an assist on that, as should have Colton Calhoun, but we'll take another look. So Fiedler's got it as they enter the zone. He gets it to Calhoun. I think Van Antwerp maybe got a pad or a stick on it or something, but left the rebound with a yawning Cage on the far side. And the Leo Lions able to cut this one down to 2, courtesy of Dane Roth. Now down into the last 30 seconds of the second period. White's going to have to turn back into his own zone to find Jonah Haynes. Haynes was trying to get it to Stryker. Stryker retreated a little bit too far back to be an option for him, though. Stryker does pick it up now, and he gets the clear. Picked up by Carteau. And Ethan Carteau wheeling around the net in his own zone. He was trying to get that one the heck out of Dodge, unable to clear. But time will expire here in the second period of action. We've got a one-goal game as we've summed up 30 minutes of gameplay. And these two teams are both firing on all cylinders. This has been a fun one to watch so far. And boy, I cannot wait till the third period of action. Until then, we'll step aside. You're watching Fort Wayne High School hockey live from the Parkview Sport One Ice House and brought to you by Summit City Sports. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cup Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it no. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Welcome back to the Ice House, where 2 periods into Game 1 of week number 12, Fort Wayne High School hockey, the Carroll Chargers have a 1-goal lead over the Leo Lions. The scoring started early in the first period. Blue line shot from McDonald finds its way to the front of the net, where Lucas Blavelt tips it in and by Aiden Stanley. Leo also struck in the first period. This one finds itself just sitting in the front of the net, where it's picked up by Carter Davis and sent to the back of the net to tie the game at 1. Scoring didn't stop there, though. Carroll Chargers now here on a 2-on-1 opportunity, and it's Overbay bangs it home with the pass coming from Jacob Patterson. And then just an excellent display on the forecheck by this Patty Lalonde, Taylor Patterson, and Ryder Potts line. They were working it down low for probably a whole minute. Finally saw their opportunity and fed Pedersen in the slot once the Leo Lions had been drawn down for so long. And then a 3-on-1 opportunity. Not even quite a 3-on-1, but a nice display of passing here. Allows Roth a rebound opportunity off the shot, I think, Colton Calhoun. And he got the feed, of course, from Harry Fiedler. So that about sums up the scoring through 2 periods of action. Shots after 2 periods, 20-14 in favor of the Leo Lions. Two penalties on the evening so far. Both were against the Carroll Chargers, so the Leo Lions now 0 for 2 on their power play opportunities. We saw a slashing penalty in the second period. Lucas Blauvelt was the guilty party, and in the first, Anthony Baldwin, it took a rough. The Leo Lions failed to make the Carroll Chargers pay for either of those offenses so far. And that'll do it for our second intermission report. We'll stick around. Crowd here at the Ice House looking pretty good. We got some kind of a raffle going on in the lobby. I think that that drawing will be on Saturday. I got myself a 50-50 ticket so far, but there's a few other prizes I just might be interested in. So when I head down to run camera for the second game, I might stop by again if it's still there. I think the girlfriend would like that date night box or bucket, whatever it is. That being said, as you probably noticed, I am alone in the booth this evening. My usual commentary with Mason Vogelweed will be missed this week. He's taking one for the team, running camera for this first game, and for the second game when Homestead plays the Fort Wayne Vipers, we will be switching roles. And if you watch that one, you can be serenaded by the sweet tones of the Vogelweed. I did not do a intermission weather report because I'm not going outside. I know it's cold, and I'm sure you guys all know it's cold, and it's going to stay cold for the remainder of this week and possibly even further on than that. At least it's not snowing like crazy. We have gotten lucky with these Wednesday nights this year. I swear last year it was an ice storm every Wednesday for the entire hockey season, it felt like. And I don't think we've really had a bad ice storm on a Wednesday night. So for that, I am grateful. All right, well, I'd love to stay and rant. I'm going to step aside because even I get tired of hearing the sound of my voice sometimes. You're watching Fort Wayne High School Hockey live from the Parkview Sport One Ice House and brought to you by Summit City Sports. We'll be right back with some third period action. Don't go anywhere.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never making up. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook, Big Low come through frying. Hey, let her cook, okay. Too much cake out bad, oh God. Let her cook, all this sauce.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Teams have made it back on the ice, which means we're just a quick skate around and stretch away from third period action, where just one goal separates the Leo Lions and the Carroll Chargers in this game. And one win separates the Leo Lions and the Carroll Chargers in the standings. $15 minutes on the board. Both teams getting their last words of encouragement from the coaching staffs here at the Ice House. And we should be set to go. Van Antwerp already headed back to his net. And there goes Aiden Stanley. Team starting this third period at even strength. I know the Chargers started the second period of action on the penalty kill here. Everybody's even, and we've got ourselves a one-goal game. Jacob Pedersen and Colton Calhoun are going to start us off at the face-off dot. Calhoun wins it back to Riley Murphy, and we are underway. Reith goes off the boards, and what a big hit. Jackson Platt throwing his weight around to start the third. Now White was the recipient of that hit, but gets a good shot opportunity gobbled up by Luke Van Antwerp. I did capture the replay, but our camera guy, Mason Vogelweed, tonight kind of missed the contact, so we'll let that one slide. Shot off Luke Van Antwerp, and White trying to get that one up to Murphy, I assume. Can't quite connect with his stick. And maybe I was calling that wrong because it's an ice and nobody seems confused or outraged but me. I thought that was off the stick of the Leo Lions. Evidently, I was mistaken. Well, the referees are discussing it now. Call on the ice stands. Jacob Pedersen, Colton Calhoun. Calhoun wins it back. White throws it down low. Calhoun's going to scoop it up. Work it from down low, back up top to Stryker. Stryker off the skate, kicks it out into neutral. And Pedersen trying to get off on the races. He ends up taking down Jonah Haynes. And a penalty coming up against the Carroll Chargers. This will be the third power play opportunity of the evening for the Leo Lions. So far, they have not been successful and they did not look good. So we'll see Pedersen had his heart set on a breakaway here. Wound up being the second guy to the puck and took down Jonah Haynes, who beat him to it. So the Leo Lions, once again, down a goal and have their third opportunity on the power play. See if they didn't maybe discuss this in the locker room or something, come out with a different strategy than they've had. And so far, more of the same. Murphy forced out of the zone. He's got to regroup. We'll move that to Liam Farrell. Farrell, not sure what his point of attack is here to get this in the offensive zone. White's going to rim this around. And Calhoun gets there in time. Now Farrell's got it in the attacking zone, moving it to the middle. His shot scores! Wasted no time on the man advantage. No need to set it up. Just get Liam Farrell in a position where he can take a shot and put it over the head of Luke Van Antwerp. We've got ourselves a tie game. So with that shot off the stick of Liam Farrell, the Leo Lions move to 1 for 3 on the man advantage tonight. And we have a 3-3 game early in the third period. Riley Murphy picks up the assist on that one, or so is announced here at the Ice House. Now Mikey Baldwin looks up ice. Finds his man in Ryder Potts. Potts trying to get this one deep. Pedersen gives him a hand and gets it deep. Jackson Crawford gets bumped off the puck down low. And Patty Lalonde going to work, trying to go to work, finds his way up to Baldwin at the blue line, and Patty Lalonde again working it below the goal line in the attacking zone. We saw this unit really succeed with that method once already. He'll move it down to Potts. Potts trying to center it. Maybe they should have worked it down low a few more times. Now headed the other way, it's Davis. Davis pokes that one around, and he'll pick it up himself in the corner. Now Ramsey finds Potts. And Lalonde with the toe drag in the zone entry can get by one, but not two. Asher put a man to stop him. Shurick's going to throw this one far corner into the attacking zone for the Carroll Chargers. Anthony Baldwin gets there, puts it behind the net, and finds his man in Colton Franks. Franks goes for the cycle, trying to find Pedersen, but Fisher was there. Now the regroup, puck on the stick of McDonald. McDonald hits Shurick, gets the puck back though. And Leo looking to come the other way. No ice on this play. Cartu gets to it. And players tie up behind the net. The puck is loose. And now Asher Roth. Dane Roth. Oh my goodness, I'm losing it. Shurick gets that one out of the defensive zone for the Carroll Chargers. Conflict by that scorer's circle. Puck's going nowhere. Finally squirts out. It's going to be Jacob Pedersen making the offensive zone entry for the Carroll Chargers. His shot right in the glove of Aiden Stanley. Offensive zone face-off for the Carroll Chargers. Riley Murphy, Jacob Pedersen. Pedersen wins that one and throws it on net. Now it's DeWitt, gets stripped by Pedersen. Pedersen nowhere to go as a couple of Lions were closing in on him. But Lucas Blavelt is there to keep it in the attacking zone for the Chargers for now. Now DeWitt goes cross ice. Biddle trying to get through, unable to do so as Platt was there to mitigate that opportunity, and a big hit. Crawford on the receiving end. Now Blavelt and Platt enter the offensive zone. Blavelt gets rode off into the corner. The puck winds up off the pads of Stanley. Now Overbay with an opportunity. His shot goes high and wide. Strange bounce off that Zamboni door, kicks it back out, and gives another shot opportunity for the Chargers. And it looks like maybe the Carroll Chargers just took another penalty after that whistle. I'm going to have to call on my replay to see if I can find out exactly what happened. So let's have a look. Maybe I didn't go back far enough. No, I think he took a whack at Aiden Stanley. The referee's not going to allow that. That is the fastest way to let a game get out of hand. Offsides the call. Leo Lyons now 1 for 3 on the power play. And that came as a tying goal here in this very third period. And now Taylor Pedersen and Colton Calhoun face off just outside the Chargers' defensive end. Calhoun wins it. Haynes throws it back. White over to Murphy. Riley Murphy going to make the offensive zone entry and try to get this set up. Or maybe just take it straight to the house. His backhand blockered away. Murphy recovers the puck. Spins off pressure. And his shot opportunity this time goes wide on the short side and rimmed all the way around and finds itself back with Aiden Stanley in the Leo Lions defensive end. Jonah Haynes picked up that pass, but Ramsey was right there ready to step up on him. And now Patty Lalonde has it going the other way. He evades the hit. And he'll retreat and head to the bench, actually. Get a fresh set of legs out here for the rest of this penalty kill. They've got just a minute left, actually. Colton Calhoun from behind the net in the attacking zone tries to throw it up top, finds White. White's contested by Pedersen, and Pedersen gets it out of the zone. It's thrown back in, delayed offsides against the Leo Lions, gives Ramsey the opportunity to clear. Stanley stops it with his stick and throws it in the corner for Caden White. White over to Murphy. Murphy still in his own zone, goes back to Caden White. And now the offensive zone opportunity. It's offsides. Davis and Murphy with the miscommunication. Not what they wanted. Just 33 seconds left on the man advantage, and they'll be facing off just outside of the Carroll Chargers defensive end. Ryder Potts awaiting his contestant, and it's going to be Jackson Crawford. Crawford wins that one back to Fiedler. Fiedler's going to dump it into the attacking zone. But how are the Leo Lions getting that puck back? They are not, and now Ryder Potts and Pedersen with a 2-on-1. Potts is going to play it like a breakaway, but he shoots wide of the net. All alone in the slot, and you shoot wide of the net. Possible opportunity for a shorthanded goal and everything. Potts going to stick with this forecheck, though, as he goes up against Kornman. Kornman's got nobody to find. So that puck's turned over again and thrown right back down low. Power play expired for the Leo Lions. That was one of their uglier ones. So, well, actually, they haven't had any good looks on the power play. And now an opportunity the other way. It's Shurik in the slot. Aiden Stanley stands tall. Contact in the corner. Now Shurik works this one from behind the net in the attacking zone. He gets knocked off the puck, and the Leo Lions take a penalty. We have not yet seen the Carroll Chargers power play tonight, and they're given an opportunity to regain the lead in this game. So it's not the best view of what actually happened, what we're seeing here. But it does take place behind the net there in the attacking zone. It might be a high hit. I assume roughing is the call. Possibly head contact. And Sutherland is not happy on the Leo Lions bench right now. Very passionate man about the game, and he was letting the referees know he did not agree with that call against Harry Fiedler. Nevertheless, we'll see the Leo Lions try to kill this one off and keep this at a tie game. And there are two. That's what I think he's upset about. Referees ruled that a 10 and a 2. So given the time of the game, Fiedler is done for regulation tonight. And the Lions still have to kill off 1 minute and 40 seconds here as Carroll looks to set up in the attacking zone, and they do. A soft pass for Pedersen. Pedersen throws that one off the pads, but Franks picks up the rebound, gets it up to Mikey Baldwin. Mikey Baldwin moves it from up top to down low. Patty Lalonde with it. He's cutting to the net. He's going to take it behind the net and try to get things set up. He gets bumped off of it. And now Jonah Haynes with an opportunity to clear, but he runs into traffic. Now Dane Roth in the offensive zone on the penalty kill. He gets hit pretty hard and spun around off the puck. But Jonah Haynes is there to try to kill some time in the attacking zone here on the kill. Now Pedersen makes the clear, finds Patty Lalonde way up ice. Patty Lalonde in the offensive zone, throws it on net. He's got Franks with him trying to help him down low. And the clear, Dane Roth gets it out of the zone and all the way down. Just 50 seconds left on Carroll Chargers' first power play opportunity of the game. Mikey Baldwin stops behind his own net as his teammates change the unit and get in place. Baldwin fires that across to Pedersen, but it's off the skate. Now a delayed offsides is going to be an easy clear for the Leo Lions. Murphy waiting patiently, killing him as many seconds as he can before rifling this one all the way down to the far end of the ice. Platt in a little bit of trouble there as Colton Calhoun was forechecking hard, but he does get some help. And heading the other way now is Overbay. Overbay drops to Pedersen at the blue line. Pedersen will give it right back to Overbay. It skips over his stick, somewhat luckily, because he was all tied up. Shot off the blocker. Team's back at even strength. Successful kill for the Leo Lions, but they are not going to get back Harry Fiedler in regulation time at least. As he's set to serve a 10-minute misconduct. Riley Murphy in the attacking zone. His shot blockered up and not out. Crawford throws the body on Platt. Crawford's going to try to recover this puck. And Pedersen comes in and puts the body on him. Now Jacob Pedersen from the half wall finds his man out front. And a penalty is called against the Leo Lions. They were tied up for a little bit longer than they really ought to have been. I looked away, so I'll capture the replay and we'll review. Patty Lalonde works it behind the net, finally turns it over. And Riley Murphy gets the touch to put the penalty into effect. So it happens here in this near side of your screen corner. Right there, I think. Referee was yelling, move it. I could hear that. And then maybe just that extra whack, that extra shove after they broke up resulted in the penalty call. And will give the Carroll Chargers their second power play opportunity of the game and of the period. And an equipment malfunction down at the face-off dot. Colton Calhoun getting all his gear on properly. And steps in to take the draw against Taylor Pedersen. And still a net guard issue. Calhoun is going to be removed from the ice over this. Stepping in to take the draw in his place will be Riley Murphy. Carter Davis steps out on the ice to kill this penalty in his place. Slot opportunity for Pedersen goes high and wide. Potts keeps that one in, cycles it back down. Pedersen again with an opportunity. This time it's blocked by Davis. And coming out of the corner was Patty Lalonde, but he couldn't get anything on it. Another shot from Pedersen goes high. Lalonde picks up. Works it up top to Baldwin. Baldwin in that quarterback position. Tried to get the shot off, couldn't find a lane through Liam Farrell's shins. And he'll pick this one up off the deflection. From up high to down low, this one will result in a turnover. Not out. Another shot opportunity from a long way out is safely stopped. And Lalonde has it again in the attacking zone. He moves it down low. Gets it right back to shots. Finally covered by Aiden Stanley. Colton Calhoun heading back to the ice. Can't tell if he's wearing the net guard or not. It looks like he is. Still hanging on to that net guard. So Shurik and Calhoun at the face-off dot here. Calhoun wins that one back, and the Lions are able to clear all 200 feet of the ice. Overbay picks it up. He's got Kornman right on him, so he reverses. Back to Jackson Platt. Platt gives it right back to him. And the Chargers are in the offensive zone. Taking a big hit there was Gibson. And that results in a clear all the way down 200 feet. Platt in a little bit of trouble. Kornman's all over him. Now he's all over Overbay. And Gibson moves it around the back of the net. Overbay is going to have to give it right back as Kornman was everywhere at once for a minute there. Clear attempt thwarted by the stick of Colton Calhoun. He throws it right back on net. And down to just 5 seconds left on the advantage. Overbay finally gets into the attacking zone as the penalty expires. He throws that one into the glove of Aiden Stanley. The Carroll Chargers are now 0 for 2 on the power play this evening, and we have still got a tie game. Carroll Chargers with the offensive zone face-off opportunity. They'll send Taylor Pedersen into the face-off dot to try to win this and get something going in the attacking zone. And he does win the face-off. Gets it up top to Ramsey. Ramsey's shot goes wide of the net. Nobody got a touch on it. Now Lalonde from the corner. Gets a little bit of trouble with the referee's skates there. Moves it to Jackson Ryder Potts behind the net. And everybody ties up there. Now it's Haley trying to clear, finds White. White moves this one across. He wants it for Jackson Crawford, and Crawford is able to pick it up. He takes it behind the net in the attacking zone. Looks to center, unable to do so, but Haley picks up the puck as it's loose. And now White behind the net finds himself getting shoved around a little bit, moves it up to Jonah Haynes. Jonah Haynes with the shot off the pad and wide. Now Riley Murphy looks for one. He can't get enough on that one. Finds its way to Luke Van Antwerp. And bodies flying all over the zone here as it's finally cleared, but this is on net, so no icing. Stanley rifles this one into his own bench on the clear attempt. Down to just 1 minute, 35 seconds left in the third period, and as it will have you, this is the only minute and 35 seconds of this game that matters anymore. Camden Shirk steps in for the offensive zone face-off against Colton Calhoun. Shirk wins it. Up top with McDonald. McDonald shoots it. Didn't have a lane to the net, so it goes wide. Now the clear. Finds it. Puck found itself on McDonald's stick at neutral ice. Now it's getting smacked around a little bit, and Colton Calhoun finally emerges with it. His shot in and out of the body of Luke Van Antwerp. A shot off the post on the rebound. And chaos ensues in front of the net. Some folks are going to be headed to the penalty box, Shurik among them. We'll see about replay. And there you have it. Shurik, the only guilty party in that. And now the Leo Lions have called a timeout to try to discuss strategy with their power play opportunity here. They were only successful on the power play once, and wholeheartedly they never got it set up. It was just a shot that they kind of got lucky with. So any strategy they can come up with is better than what they've been doing on the power play. And with 1 minute, 7 seconds left, they get one chance here in regulation time to pull it together on the power play and get the one goal that they need to call this a win. As for the Carroll Chargers, you've killed already 2 out of 3. Or 3 out of 4 now, I apologize. And you're feeling pretty confident on your penalty kill, but the stakes are high here. Just a minute left. Tie game. You got one of your leaders in Camden Shurik sitting in the penalty box for a penalty he really didn't need to take, kind of a frustration penalty. And we're underway. Calhoun up to Murphy. Murphy, patient, but throws it past Caden White. White throws it down low. Jonah Haynes battling with Platt there. Platt managed to tie it up. He's killing some time this way. Finally, Farrell comes into the mix and gets that one out. And now Patty Lalonde, 2-on-0 with Taylor Pedersen. Lalonde shoots off the pads of Aiden Stanley. And no rebound was presented. Now Jonah Haynes starts this from his own zone, moves it over to Riley Murphy. Murphy with the saucer pass across neutral finds Caden White. White trying to get it back to Haynes, can't do it. Does manage to get a shot off, but Van Antwerp was right on the post, giving him nothing. Now Riley Murphy walking in from the blue line. Can he find a lane to the net? Nobody can throw the puck to no man's land. And now Platt able to get it out far enough, and his team clears. That'll do it for 3 periods of action here in week 12, game 1. We are going to see some extra action, ladies and gentlemen. 1 goal scored in that period. And it came on the power play. The Leo Lions' 1 power play goal is the game tire. And it was Liam Farrell from Riley Murphy. So now we're going to get to see a little bit of 3-on-3 overtime action. But make no mistake, the Carroll Chargers are still killing penalty for 52 seconds. So in reality, we're going to see a little bit of 4-on-3 overtime action for about 52 seconds or until somebody scores. And then the remaining 10 minutes will be played 3-on-3. Sudden death ice hockey. Nothing funner than this. In game number 1 here of week 12. It might push back our 9 o'clock start, but I don't even care. That's how excited I am. Now, if Mason was up here with me, we'd be trying to make our overtime goal scorer predictions, but it seems a little bit odd to just do that by myself now, doesn't it? I guess I'll just guess anyways. I think Bradley Kornman's looked pretty strong for the Leo Lions. He's been all over the forecheck. That would be my pick for if the Leo Lions win this. And I guess I'll jump on the Ryder Potts bandwagon. He's got at least 1 point tonight. Why not an overtime winner? Shot from Caden White hits traffic and doesn't get all the way through. It's covered now by Luke Van Antwerp, and some shoving ensues around him. 37 seconds left on the man advantage for the Leo Lions. They are going to have an offensive zone faceoff. For that faceoff, they'll have Colton Calhoun, who wins it back to Riley Murphy up top. Murphy walks the line and finds Kornman. Kornman's shot blocked. Kornman trying to get this puck back. And the Lions have possession. White to Kornman. Kornman trying to feed that one across the middle of the offensive zone, but a good stick there by Jacob Pedersen. Now Murphy sets up by the hash marks. Walks it up. Finds Kornman. Kornman throws it into the corner. And Colton Calhoun walks around. His shot goes through the crease and wide. Team's back at even strength. It's 4-on-4 until we get a whistle. And fresh out of the box, a big collision. Riley Murphy comes out on top of that, quite literally. Anthony Baldwin also involved. Now Baldwin gets right back into play and puts a body on Calhoun that knocks him off the puck and offside, so we'll get a whistle, and we'll start our 3-on-3 segment now. Exciting first minute and 14 seconds of extra time, and now we're just getting into the 3-on-3 action. Liam Farrell at the face-off with Taylor Pedersen. Pedersen won that one back into his defensive zone. Lalonde to Pedersen. Pedersen off to the races. He's got to get around Crawford, though. It's a tough task. He's unable to do it, but he picks the puck up in the slot. His shot goes high. And Platt picks it up for the Chargers at the blue line. Moves it over to Pedersen. Pedersen driving wide. Forced around the back of the net. He's going to go for the wraparound. And the puck is bouncing around a yawning cage. Lalonde couldn't get a stick on it, and Jackson Crawford manages to pick it up. And he'll take it out of the defensive zone for the Lions now. Moves it over to Liam Farrell. Farrell on the go, crosses the offensive zone blue line and slows up. Moves it out front, and oh my goodness, what an opportunity for Jackson Crawford within inches of getting around the pad of Luke Van Antwerp. Penalty arm goes up. Oh boy. Well, first of all, I want to show this. Crawford within inches of ending this game. And then the penalty against the Carroll Chargers, I think, came right there, and that's all it was. A little bit too involved with the legs. And the Chargers are now back on the kill, this time for a full 2 minutes. And White with the shot, no doing. Now Calhoun moves it to Murphy across and gets it broken up. Chargers are out of the defensive zone, and now an opportunity could be coming here. It's Carteau. Takes it around the net. He takes a little bit of a shove in the corner, but the puck winds up with Aiden Stanley, who elects to cover it. So an offensive zone face-off for the Carroll Chargers here. They are a man down for 1 minute and 30 seconds still. But they managed to get it into the offensive zone, get fresh legs on the ice, and kill off 25% of this penalty. Murphy from his own end. Moves it across, finds the stick of Colton Calhoun. Calhoun moves it back across the length of the ice and gets it to Murphy. And somehow they are offsides. That is borderline embarrassing for the Leo Lions. They have got to get a better line of communication. They've been going offsides for no reason at all this entire season. And it really kills your momentum when you're on the rush, and now you got to set up for a face-off. And there you have it. Jonah Haynes starts things up. He drops it back to Colton Calhoun. Calhoun looking to make the offensive zone entry. They are on sides this time. Calhoun shoots that one across and looking for Haynes. Haynes couldn't get a stick on it. Now Murphy creeps down, throws it to Colton Calhoun in the corner. Calhoun finds Liam Farrell back up top. Farrell to Haynes. Haynes with the one-timer. Big save from Luke Van Antwerp. And his team gathers up the rebound and clears. Chargers trying to complete some changes. And they were able to do so. Riley Murphy now looking to cut into the slot. Can't get the puck oriented in a shooting position, so he wraps around, takes it back up top. Finds Kornman. Kornman with the backhand. Another big pad save from Luke Van Antwerp. And unable to get it out was Patrick Lalonde, so Kornman picks it up in the corner and takes this one behind the net. Centering pass for Riley Murphy. Shoots, scores in the slot. That'll do it for Game 1 of Week 12. The Carroll Chargers fall to the Leo Lions 4-3. And Carroll has the opportunity to clear right here, and they can't convert on it, and it gets thrown back down low. And Kornman sees Murphy sitting out in front of the net, doesn't even bother going all the way around, throws it to Murphy, and Murphy does what he does and throws that one into the back of the net to end this game. Big celebration for the Leo Lions, as I think that locks them into second place for now. As the season comes to an end, every game counts. And boy, was this an entertaining one. We've got game number 2 that was set to start at 9 o'clock and actually probably still will be right on time. We can probably get the ice cleaned up for those guys, the Homestead Spartans and the Fort Wayne Vipers. So So that'll do it from us here at the Ice House for game number 1 of week number 12. Like I said, if you want to tune in for game number 2 tonight, Spartans Vipers action, I'll be running the camera for that, and Mason Vogelweed will be taking over on the commentary. Hopefully you enjoyed this game as much as I did. Until next week, that is all for me. You've been watching Fort Wayne High School Hockey live from the Parkview Sport 1 Ice House and brought to you by Summit City Sports. Good night, everybody.
From the PSM Sports Therapy, and I have a message for college athletes. Don't let an injury slow you down while you're home from the holidays. At PSM Sports Therapy, we know athletes, and our team specializes in treating them. Whether you are recovering from surgery, dealing with a nagging injury, or just want to make sure your body is right for your upcoming season, take advantage of your break and schedule your sessions today. That way you can get back to campus feeling stronger than before. Check out our website at psmsports.com or call us at 260-266-4007 to get scheduled.